Good morning, retail traders.
TSLA.
Here, Tesla on the scanner, right?
TSLL.
That's what we're looking at. This is the sneaky snake trading strategy where we talk about chart patterns, moving averages, and being in the now.
TSLS. TSLQ.
TSLS also. So Tesla got some good news this morning. And as you can see, it's up on the scanner. Tesla, 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 Tesla. And this is one that the Wall Street junkies are wanting to short. I remember back on the 18th, Goldman Sachs came out with a call, said they were going to short Tesla due to China. And they said to buy QCOM, and I reacted to that story real fast, and I said, are you serious? Are you actually serious, Goldman Sachs? Nah, Jimmy was right. Now we've got a big bounce off this stock. Now it had some good news in here about Mojo. If I can find it. Morgan Stanley raises of Dojo. So Morgan Stanley comes out this morning, raises the price target to $400, which has a question mark behind it. Always have a question mark behind any of these analysts. Don't ever take any of their stories at true value. Take it as an idea and then do your own research, but never go with their price targets. I'm going to tell you that right now. Figure out your own price targets because they'll screw you over every time. Morgan Stanley analyst Adam Jones envisions that Tesla custom supercomputer Dojo is a game changer in the unlocked new markets of the electronic vehicle EV giant and catapult its enterprise value to a staggering $500 billion. So yeah, I mean, I've always loved Tesla. I think last year was probably the toughest year I've ever traded it. And the other 12 years, it was always a winner for me. So I think I did good last year on it, and I did real good this year on it because we got that bottom there at 110. Now let's look at the 3-year chart on this thing. And we've got a lot of room to go. And this guy comes out and says $400. Well, that's at resistance, right? So who in the heck's going to say that and have a decent... You want to look for a chart pattern. Now you got different kind of trend lines in here that you could use off of to find resistance. And we're going to just draw one right now. And I'm going to use, being I'm using the weekly time frame, I'm going off the wick of these candlesticks. I rely more on the wicks on a weekly than I do on a daily because they're more consistent than they are on the daily. So we're going to extend this out to the right and see how we hit it. Bing, 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 bing. So that's going to be our price target. Just one line. That's all I needed to tell me where I want to take this trade to. Now I'm going to draw another trend line just across the body of this weekly candle and line it across and see if it matches up with that wick trend line. And that's going to be my channel of support, of resistance, somewhere around 287 to 297, within the $10 range. Now support, we need to hold the 9 on the weekly. If not, we can easily fall back to these previous highs right here or hit the 21 in this average right here, which is what? I think it's a 65 EMA. Yeah. So somewhere in there would be your solid support to take it and run it back up, or we bounce off the 50 if we have a real hard sell-off. But if we maintain the 9, we can easily get up to this next 2 resistance levels. One right there at 261 and the other one's right here at 267.42. We're going to call that for today 267.42. If it breaks, you can run it up to the next bodies of these weekly time frames. Run it to that one, to that one, to that one, and then the final resistance at 287. So solid buy, solid. We're bullish if we hold the 9. If we don't hold the 9, we can drop down to these other 3 support levels, right there, and then right there at the 21. Somewhere around 230, I'd go long in this stock if you ever got to see that again. But again, Morgan Stanley upgrades it to 400. Don't ever go off their numbers. Go off your charts. You do your own homework. And that's it. I think today, if you tried to get into the trade, see if it holds the 200 or it pulls back and hits that previous high right here that we had on Friday at 256.30. That's just for scalping and day trading or getting into the trade today and trying to run it back up to the top up here at 267.40. That's all going to be our hard resistance. So you got one right here, support, 2, and then the final strong buy. I mean, if we hit the 200, that could be a technical trade right there for scalp, and then a strong buy at 256.30. And that's Tesla. Have a great day, retail traders.